Hey, come on in the kitchen and let's have some fun. I'm Joni Hilton, and I'm so excited to share an appetizer recipe with you today. And I'm a big fan of Paula Deen's. I even went to her restaurant and her store in Savannah, all the way from California. Me and my girlfriends, we just had a blast and loved every delicious morsel. And today I'm going to be working on a recipe that I created. I love making up recipes, that I want it to be your go-to appetizer recipe when you need an appetizer to either serve at home or take someplace and you don't want to fuss a lot. You want it to be pretty simple. Incidentally, can I just say this about Paula Deen? When she went on the air, I think there was a collective cheer across America that said, "Man, that's what I'm talking about." We love her. Anyway, we are going to start our recipe, as all good recipes begin, with Philadelphia cream cheese. And this requires 2 8-ounce packages, or 2 bricks of this yummy, yummy Philadelphia brand cream cheese. And you want it to soften. You can soften it in the microwave or just let it soften as I have for a couple of hours, just on the countertop. And then mush it up. You know what? Let me just say this. Don't you love recipes where it says, put all ingredients in a large bowl? That's what this is going to be. And it doesn't even matter the order. It's so simple. Okay, so you have 2 packages, 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I am going to mix in 5 eggs that I just beat a little bit with a whisk a minute ago. And you just stir that in. I'm going to switch. I'm so much more comfortable with a whisk than a spatula, but you do what you like to do. Anyway, you just mix all that together. And then what you want to add in, I took a 14-ounce jar of marinated artichoke hearts, and there's a lot of your flavor right there. You let them drain, and let me show you something I do. When I drain them in a colander like this one, then as they're draining, I snip them. That way I don't have to put them on a big cutting board and get that all oily. I just snip them with my shears right there in the sink, and by the time I'm through snipping, they're through draining. And so you want to add that in. It probably 14-ounce jars, probably like a 1.5 cups of chopped up artichoke hearts. And let me just say, if you are mixing artichoke hearts and cream cheese and crab, doesn't that just sound mouth-watering just to say it? So here's our crab, about 1 cup of cooked crab. Now you don't have to use crab. You can use canned crab, fresh crab, fake crab. You can use, I sound like that guy on Forrest Gump. You can use shrimp. You could even use chopped up ham. It doesn't matter. You just have a meat in there. It could be chicken. You stir. Doesn't that already just look so mouth-watering? And then about 3 green onions that you've snipped up. Toss those in. 1/4 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. They could be Italian, garlic and herb, any kind of breadcrumbs. And just depending on your own taste, you drop in a few drops of hot sauce. It could be Tabasco, it could be this hot pepper sauce I'm using. It could be up to 2 teaspoons if you want. I like just a few drops. I'm a baby. So you get this all stirred together, and see how fast and easy that came together? And it even looks good raw. And then what you want to do is get kind of a small casserole. It could be square, long, oval. And you want to spray it, which I've done ahead of time because, bless my heart, I can't get the lids off of these things very easily. But I do have to say, this is a great thing, this non-stick spray. I mean, what did we do before? Well, I know what we did before. We dipped a paper towel in Crisco and rubbed it all over the pan, and then had to wash our hands from that. But anyway, so it's real easy. You just spray your pan, and then you just slather in all this good stuff, and you spread it around, and you get it all out of the whisk if you can. And I can, and I will. It might take a second here, but you can see it's so simple. And let me just say this, if you're making something that requires cheese, be smart. Substitute at least half of it for Philadelphia cream cheese. Use that instead, because whatever you're making will come out so creamy and delicious you won't believe it. So okay, we've got it in our baking dish, and now we're going to put it in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Simple, right? Oh, looky here! Whoa! Somebody already made a batch. It was me. Okay. Aren't they gorgeous? And from one little pan, you get plenty for a party or gathering. And the great thing is they don't have to be steaming hot. They can be served room temperature. So they're great for a tailgate, a potluck, someplace where you have to go and you don't want to have to worry about keeping it hot. And they're so good, and I will demonstrate how good they are. Oh, they're so good. You'll want to eat the whole pan, so you better make 2.